look around you where you are at the moment. Maybe you're in a room, or maybe you're outside. Just take in how many objects you can see. Now pick out just one and focus on that object. Pick it up if you can, hold it. Really take in the complexity of that object. Notice the color, the texture, the shape. The world is an infinitely complex place. And your poor brain has to take in all this information and make sense of it for you. There's simply too much information for it to analyze everything it sees in detail. So it has to use a shortcut. And that shortcut is called pattern matching. Your brain is a pattern matcher. When you see a table, you don't have to think it's a table, you just know it. This is because in the distant past, when you were little, you laid down a table template. Anytime you see something that matches the template, your brain goes click whir table. Our brains don't just do this for objects. Our brains pattern match emotions. So in your past, if you were in a situation that left an emotional scar, whenever you're in a similar situation, your brain will go click whir trouble danger. Don't go there. Now remember that the emotional part of our brain is the limbic system. The limbic system's primary function is survival. So if it sees danger, it will get ready to fight the threat, or more commonly, pull you back from it. Now, pattern matching is a tremendously useful skill. As hunter-gatherers, it was important to be skilled at spotting prey and predator, or telling a poisonous plant from a healthy one. After all, this offered us the better chance of survival than those blind to the patterns. It enabled our survivors to pass on those pattern-friendly genes to future generations. However, as you may be starting to realize by now, this important property of the brain comes with a downside. The problem with the limbic system is its low resolution. Like our protective bouncer, whilst very good at protection, it's just not that smart and doesn't know the difference between the same and similar. Maybe this situation is just similar but different, not the same. Many of our templates are laid down in childhood. If you had an overly critical parent, this can lead to you holding the belief that nothing you do is good enough, and as a result, I'm not good enough. Now fast forward to a situation where your manager is providing you with some negative feedback on an initiative that you're managing. Your limbic system now kicks in, bringing back all the emotions you felt as a child and the feelings of I'm not worthy enough or I'm not good enough come flooding back. You then become moody and withdrawn, maybe behaving a little bit passive-aggressively to your boss, deliberately withholding information, or just making their life a little bit more difficult for them than is necessary. These are the actions of a child, not a grown-up, but your emotions and the pattern match were laid down a long time ago and are strong. These are probably not the actions of a mature senior manager that you might be. So taking a step back for a moment, firstly, your manager is not your mum or dad. And secondly, maybe your boss was just providing some important information that will help you and your project. Feedback is just information at the end of the day. How you choose to interpret that feedback and then layer emotion on top of it is down to you. But you first need to manage your emotions better than be a slave to them.